Hello there. Oh, this book is brilliant. I'm going to have to finish it later. My name is Emma and welcome to Children's Classic Concerts Project Music Tells a Story. Stories are really brilliant, aren't they? Because in a story you can lose yourself. You can go anywhere you want and do anything you want just as long as you can imagine it. So what we're going to try to do is encourage everyone to write a story of their own. You can make it up, write about anything you want, and then put some sound effects to it and some music to it to really bring it to life. Just like you would if you're watching a film, the film would also have music, or a TV program or a cartoon. It would have music to help you understand about the story, make things more scary or more happy. So we're going to try and do this for ourselves. So how about this? You can write a story, so that makes you an author, because an author is someone who writes something, writes a book or writes a story. You can be a composer, because a composer is someone who thinks up music. So you're going to be a composer to think up music. Then you're going to be a performer, because we can perform the story and the music to people. And also, if you're in charge of doing everything, then you're also the director. So you can be whatever you like in this project. We're going to watch some lovely films from my friend. So Callum, my friend Callum, is going to show you how to give you some tips on how to write the story, give you some tips on writing the music, finding some instruments around the house that you don't even know are there yet, some that you can make some sound effects to. And also you can check out our junk trunk films, because there's lots of information there about making your own instruments and making your own kinds of sounds. But also, I know a lot of you probably play your own instruments. This is my flute. I play the flute. And I use my flute in all kinds of ways. Of course, you can just use it in the normal way if you want to make music with a film. So you don't have to be brilliant at your instrument to do this. You can just do whatever you want to. But most of you will probably have had to learn a scale. So you could use a scale. The first scale you learn in the flute normally is kind of an F major scale. So if you use your 5 notes of the F major scale, you could sound like somebody going upstairs, somebody falling down the stairs a little bit. That's pretty easy to do. But also, you can use your instrument in a way that you don't normally do in your music lessons. You can make any noise you want out of it. So I sometimes like to try to make wind noises on the flute to go with stories. Blowing the air into it, not the proper way, but it's making it quite a cool noise. You could also, if you have holes on your instruments like I do here for my fingers, like you would on a recorder maybe, or a clarinet, or on a string instrument, you can try sliding your fingers around, see what that does. Or you could try just using your instrument and a little bit more like a percussion instrument, but gently obviously, like this. Kind of like maybe raindrops falling or something. It's a nice sound. Or you could just use a bit of your instrument. Sometimes I just use the head joint to see what I can get out of that. It's a different noise again. So you can use your own instruments as well as making your own instruments for this project. Anyway, off you go. Have great fun. There's some videos for you to watch of full stories done with musicians doing all the different kinds of sound effects with their instruments, with percussion instruments. They're brilliant. So enjoy those, and I will see you again to find out how you're getting on. Bye.